I come from Wisconsin Dells, and my father's people are from the Ho-Chunk people. And where I come from, amongst my people, we have clans. And one of the clans that we have, we call it the Chief Clan. And it's Thunder Clan. And that's where I come from. And I originally come from our original hereditary Ho-Chunk chief blood. That's where I come from. And around this in our ways, the powwow ways, we call it Heirushka. There's a lot of meaning to that word, that saying. But it talks about a warrior. But it doesn't talk about a warrior going out and killing or taking lives. It talks about a warrior going on top of a hill, fasting 4 days, maybe 8 days, maybe 12 days. And that person, the Creator, would bless them. And the elders would already know when this person would come down. They would say, Heirushka. They would say that word, and that word means that spirit that the Creator blessed him with. He's going to bring that down, and he's going to help the people with that spirit that he was gifted with. And in there, they would celebrate. They used to say, my grandpa used to say, where I live over there was a tree in the center of the arena, and that represented the tree of life. And they say that they would take this young man over to this tree, and they would offer tobacco to that tree, and they would give thanks for the spirit of life. And they would offer that tree water, and they would take some of their charcoal, and they would rub it against that tree from the fire, representing the fire of life. And so in there, they say that these people, when they go out and do that, they would earn rights around these Heirushka ways, these powwow ways. So in there, I like my grandfather, some of my uncles, they told me that I come from that bloodline, and I have every right to do a lot of things around this powwow ways. I have a right to put feather on somebody, or I have a right to pick up feathers, or I have a right to give somebody a name, or I have a right to talk here, to even pray, to even talk to our Creator. So I feel very humble. And at the same time, too, I feel very, very proud, because where I come from, our people, the Native American people, just like this staff, this eagle staff here, there's a lot that it represents. It represents generations. Long time ago, our people, they took this staff and they brought it into this arena, and that staff, it represented all the clans, it represented the people. And when they brought that in, all the people, they would be very respectful to that flag, that staff, that eagle staff. And so today, here, the way that this life is that we live, we go through different things. We have been through different things, and some of our young warriors, they had to go out and fight for our way of life. Not so much for this country, because this is not our country right now. But we had to fight for our way of life, our language, our culture, our traditions, the way that we have our ceremonies. And so in there, my grandpa said that it's good to recognize these veterans that go out and fight for our people. But this way, he said, this way is not about fighting. It's not about killing. This way is about a way of life, living a life. So I just kind of wanted to express those things, because we are utilizing a prayer, and then we have these eagle staffs here, and then we have these sacred drums that are here. So I just want to make mention of that before I go into my prayer. just in a real positive way. And I want to say to the elders here, I ask you to bear along with me. I don't know who the chief is here, but I put tobacco down where I live. Thinking about your elders that are here, all the sick ones, all the people that are afflicted with drugs and alcohol, all the little orphan children, the ones that are having a hard time. I thought about them. So I just kind of wanted to make mention of that. You know, that's what I always do when I go somewhere. I think about their people in a real respectable way. So I just wanted to express those feelings and thoughts that I have before I pray. I ask you to bear along with me, and before I pray, I wanted to, everything is real silent, but I wanted to have it extra silent. Not just for the relatives that passed away, but the relatives that passed away before the Europeans. And then at the same time, as the Europeans came here, they wiped out a lot of our people. A lot of those people aren't mentioned. A lot of times we go to these powwows. But I wanted to mention them. Their spirits are here, whether we know it or not. So I want to have a moment of silence. We can be silent. War hoop for the people. Ask you to bear along with me. Aho, Mao Kachangara, Wang Shikwe Hido Kanana, Jesus Nikinobra, Owan Kachangara Morana, Nanskuza, Egishige, Wajaguza, Hoka Pini, Fetera, Egi Hohomka, Wahaje. Again, Heavenly Father, I ask that you look upon me and hear my humble prayer. Thank you for this water of life. Thank you for your fire of life. Thank you for all your elements that we utilize. These eagle feathers, a lot of this wood that we utilize, not only with the fire, but with these staffs, drumsticks, all the things that we carry. They have a lot of representation of your power. Thank you for your beautiful energy, the energy that you have. Thank you for all that we can enjoy this day, that you can bless all the dancers that are here, all the singers that are here. You could motivate their mind, motivate their spirit, that they could think about their ancestors, and they could dance and think and feel positive, have this positive feeling, that you could bless them in a real good way. And then you are bless our the people here that host this powwow here, the families that live here, the leaders that are here, the ceremonies that they have, the ways that they have. You could help them. You could empower that their belief, their faith that they have in their ways of life. And all the sick ones, and all the ones that are afflicted with drugs and alcohol, and all the little orphan children. There's a lot of our children that are going through different things in this life. A lot of them, they go to dysfunctional families, and they're set out different places, and they have to deal with life the way that it is. So I ask that you could bless all these people. And then I ask that you would bless all the people that come here, all the different tribes that are represented. They left their homes and they came here. They have relatives. They have relatives that are having a hard time. They have relatives that are elders, and they're probably thinking about them today, dancing for them today. You could bless them. And then you could bless our government like that amongst our Indian people, our leaders that we have. And then you could bless all the young children that are here, that they could hear and listen and pay attention and be mindful and be respectful. You could open up their spiritual mind like that. So I ask that you could take care of everything for us today, and bless our head veteran here, George Martin, it's always good to see him. I have a